Hey guys, it's Nat and Mark from SealesWinslow.
Hey team.
And we wanted to have a catch up with you today and a bit of a chat in and around, say, facial eczema and what's happening in your regions and what we can do, I suppose, before the season to get ready for the season. So Mark, what's happening in the area?
Yep, well, guys are starting to look at the options, probably being more proactive than reactive to it. Starting to look at what products are available, looking at maybe the condition of their pasture, what the residuals are like, and the effects that facial eczema has, especially subclinical facial eczema.
Absolutely. So I guess coming out of that, it's that whole concept of prior planning is just so important.
Definitely.
One day of, say, 100,000 milk solids. So we've even got some a friend.
That's Ryan.
So if we've got 100,000 spores in one day, and that's a lot of impact going onto that liver. We've got the same amount of damage that we would at, say, 10 days at, say, 10,000 spores. So it's a huge amount for that animal to be able to process. So even when the spore counts are lower, we want to make sure that there is zinc going in early on, don't we?
Get it in there early. Earlier the better. We don't want to be reacting to it when we see it. We want to take care of it early, get them set up. We want to get it while it's still at a subclinical situation.
Fantastic. Hey, and look, we've even, how's this for a thing? We've even got a sidekick here just to prove that actually facial eczema is not just a cow issue. This is also a sheep issue. This is also a deer issue. And so it's really, really important that we actually get in there and make sure that we're also not just looking after our dairy cows, but say like all of these animals that can be affected by it.
Yeah, definitely our young stock as well, of course.
Absolutely. So I suppose from a facial eczema perspective though, there's a whole lot of things that can play into it, particularly say like pasture and grazing and where those spore counts actually are.
Definitely.
So, I mean, Mark, the dead matter in the pasture, so is that because there is more spores that are actually sitting in that dead matter?
Well, especially down when you residuals and you're eating them down very low, you've got much more of a chance of the animals picking up those spores.
You know, spores come in and sort of start really, really going gangbusters when we've got, say, 3 consecutive nights over 12 degrees,
yes.
And there's enough moisture sort of sitting in that like dead bit in the bottom to be able for them to grow. So obviously the harder we're actually decking and getting into that, more spores.
More risk we're putting the animals at, yeah.
So it's really important to actually manage those pasture residuals and get in early with the zinc.
Yep, be proactive.
Fantastic. Hey, well look guys, if you've got any questions, do give us a call. More than happy to have a chat and walk you through or help out with anything that we can. So thanks so much.
Awesome,
Cheers.
thank you.